start. So we are talking about array of pointers. Now array of pointers is something which is represented say as pointer PTR, say of size 10. This is an array of pointers. Only the data type here is missing. This is a normal array of pointers. This is how you create an array of pointers, so that when you are creating PTR is having this address, and from 0 to 9 you are creating an array in the memory. All of the locations are going to store some address. Now address to what kind of data, that data type decides. So you have been doing array of pointers normal. If I give it as integer, this means that PTR is a array of 10 pointers which point to integer addresses. So if I am having such, and if I am writing integer a, C is equal to 10, B is equal to 20. I can write that pointer of 0 is equal to address of A, pointer 1 is equal to address of B. So this is nothing but array of pointers, array of integer pointers in this case. So when this is an array of pointers, array which is having all pointers to data type integer in this case. Now a similar thing which I am trying to say is, when I am replacing this integer by some class name, any class name, then what is the pointer data type? It is class. So what is happening here? The pointer is again an array of pointers, but this time the pointers are pointing to an object of the class. So we are talking about array of pointer to object. This is what we are talking about currently. Array of pointers to the object of a class. So all of them are going to now point address to object. So if I want to create with example here, whatever my class name is having, I'm just saying class name for short. This is some class. So I'm creating say class name A. I'm creating an object here. I'm creating another object B. I can simply say that pointer 0 is having the address of object A. Pointer to 1 is having the address of object B. Now the point is, how do I refer to the members of A and B through this array of my pointers? Fine, this is what we were doing in the last class. Let us try to achieve the same using this class. We all know whenever I am trying to use data members from the pointer, we will be using arrow operator instead of the dot operator. Agar A, supposedly there is some data member, so A dot the data member, and if I am using PTR0, then this will be followed by an arrow before the data member. Let us see with an example. Let us try to see this with an example. Now, supposedly, I am going to take an example of class student so that you all can understand what I am creating. So I am just creating a class student. Okay. Within the class, I am having an integer roll number. I am having some character name, and I am having some integer length of the name. And supposedly these are the parameters right now. You can add more. Just for the simplicity of the program, I'm sticking to these. Now in my public part, for the same function, I am going to create, supposedly I am creating a constructor here. This is my default constructor where I am saying that roll number is equal to 0. I am initializing 0 as roll number. I am initializing length as 0, and I am creating name as new type character, and here I am having length, whatever my length is, length plus 1. This is technically length is 0, so I can simply say character of size 1. Okay? Or simply a character. Here it does mean only one thing, ki name is having only a single character space, it is not storing any name. Now this new is going to allocate the memory at runtime, but this does not make it a dynamic object. This is only one constructor that I am creating. Supposedly I want to read data or print data, so I will be making functions for the same. So let us try building them. I am say having void read. I want to read the data from the user, so I am reading the data from the user, creating a temporary variable. and allocating memory dynamically to this temporary variable. Now this variable will be automatically lost as soon as the scope of the variable will be ending. So please make sure. Now I after creating this, supposedly I'm saying enter student's name. So enter name, you will be reading the name. Then you can say enter roll number, and you will be reading the roll number. After reading both of them, calculate length. Length is string length of S, and now you can copy. First of all, you need to create the name. It is character, sorry, new of type character, array of size length +1 for the null character. And now you can do string copy. Destination source. So my destination is name, source is S. So roll number, name and length have got their values. So I close my read function. Now if I want to print the same, I can have void print, and within this print I can have cout name, and I can print the name. Then I can have roll number, and I can print the roll number and whatever else you want to print, and the function ends, class ends. So I am ending my class here, right? Ending my class here. So this is just creating a class. Now I have only created the class. अभी तक array of pointer to the object जैसा कुछ नहीं हुआ. अभी तक only class create हुई है. Fine. So let us now come to creating the objects of the class. I am erasing this. Fine. I'm erasing this part. I'll be writing in this part, and then later on as I move ahead, I might erase the other part. So class, now I am coming to my void main. Within the main, now let us try to understand what is happening. अगर मुझे 10 students चाहिए, what will I do? Student, say S10. What does this do? This is an array of objects of the class. This is array of objects, normal array of objects. अगर आपको इससे रेफर करना है किसी फंक्शन को, तो आप क्या करोगे? S of I dot say read या dot print, because this is a normal this is one object का member function, so dot operator is being used. This is an array of objects. Now if I dynamically want to create the objects at runtime, I do not know कि 10 students होंगे, 20 students होंगे, 30 students होंगे, जितने चाहिए उतने ही students चाहिए. I don't want to create more. So what do I do instead of creating? Now what, understand the difference is, if I create S10, if one student is taking 100 bytes, then 10 students will be taking 1000 bytes, which is reserved. Now I cannot increase the size, I cannot decrease the size. So I am stuck with 1000 bytes. Instead of doing this, if I create this as array of pointer to the objects, I am only reserving technically 10 bytes. 1 byte, maximum 2 byte में आपका pointer variable लेगा. Generally it takes one byte only. Even if it is taking 2 bytes, then 20 bytes is only reserved instead of 2000 bytes. So 10 bytes or maximum 20 bytes जो है वो reserved है. आपके 10 हो या ना हो. Understanding? So the number of place that you are fixing is reducing, and now at run time उस 10 में से जितने चाहिए उतने ही allocate करोगे. सारे allocate नहीं करोगे. So what have I done here? Earlier, if I am not mentioning this is pointer, this is a normal array of objects. Now what have I done? Now this is an array of pointer to the object of class student. I have not created any student. See, no constructor is called here. I am again repeating, no constructor is called here. Object create नहीं हुआ है अभी. सिर्फ pointer to the object का array created. So what do I mean? S is created, where S will be storing this. S will be storing some 0 to 9 spaces, and each space can have address of an object of class student, because I have mentioned student to be the data type. Is this much clear? What do I mean by this array of pointers to the object of the class? Are you all understanding this? So
Yes,
how
ma'am.
do, yes, any doubt? So how do we access the data members from this array? Let us understand, okay? Let us try to see now what is happening here. I am taking any variable I, initializing it, and I am taking a variable option or user choice, whatever you can say. जब तक user enter करना चाहे, जब तक the user will be entering. So I am taking a while. Initially I am saying choices one, while choice. जब तक user one choice enter करता रहेगा, I will keep reading the data of the student. Otherwise I will stop. This is a very small example program. You can enhance this program to include marks, calculate average, this, that, etc., etc., etc. Use even file handling. Students का data सीधा file में store करो, file से retrieve करो. Use the entire object of the class to write to the file, retrieve. We'll come to this part later on. Let us stick to this smaller example here. But this program can be enhanced later on. So now what am I doing? S of I is equal to new student. Now here I have created the object. Understand, S of I is a pointer. एक सिंगल पॉइंटर है. एरे ऑफ पॉइंटर्स में से पहली लोकेशन ली है सिंगल पॉइंटर टू दी ऑब्जेक्ट में. न्यू से हमने कितने साइज एलोकेट करे मेमोरी में ऑफ टाइप स्टूडेंट, तो उतना साइज उतनी मेमोरी एलोकेट होके the address will be returned in S of I. That it means supposedly 100 bytes are being taken by student. Whatever these 100 bytes are beginning from, this address gets stored in S of 0. Technically first location पे this 1050 gets stored. This is pointing to an entire object of the class. Understanding? I have only created the first object right now. Now after this I will be reading the data. So what I do, I will be calling S of I. Dot नहीं use होगा. I have to call the member of the class here. Read call करना है. Supposedly I want to read the data of the student. I use the arrow. Since it is a pointer, so I am using the arrow operator, and then I am calling the read function. After reading the data of the student, I increment the pointer so that the next time I come in the loop, next location पे value allocate हो. And now I will ask the user whether you want to continue more students. Yes के लिए 1, yes के लिए enter 1, more students 1. So and you will read the choice. So if choice is still 1 or 0, if choice is still 1, keep entering. Choice is not 1, stop. यहाँ पे specifically check कर लो 1 ही होनी चाहिए choice के लिए. If it is, then continue with the loop. Otherwise, don't continue with the loop. So what is the while loop doing over here? This while loop is only going to now create a new student dynamically at the runtime. जितनी बार यूजर yes करेगा, एक बार तो ये चलेगा ही, एक स्टूडेंट का डेटा क्रिएट होगा. Next time if the user wants to enter more details of a student, then only new student space will be allocated. Till the user is saying yes, at runtime dynamically this is getting created, the space is getting created. और उस space को जो runtime पे create हो रही है उसे हम use कैसे करेंगे? Using pointers. And since I have many students, I am using an array of pointers to the objects. So S of S is an array of pointers to object of class student. S of I is a single pointer to the object of class student. Is it clear to all? Similarly, now when I want to print the details of all the students, how will I print? From the main function, supposedly मुझे सारे students के name और roll number print करने हो सकता है marks print करने हो. I have not taken marks in my example. You can add more details as I said according to you. So you can simply, whenever you want to print, you can just run a loop. Integer I is equal to 0. Now अच्छा, you have to only I knows कि कितने students created हैं. So take an integer j is equal to 0. J is less than I. I is having the total number of students, whatever you have created. जब loop से बाहर आएगा तो I plus plus हो चुका होगा. तो अगर 2 students हैं, that means one location is at S of 0, other location is at S of 1. These are 2 students. I will be 2. So I'm running till J less than I and J plus plus. Right? What do I have to do? I have to call print. So say I'm calling cout and I'm creating a new line, and now I'm calling S of J. Since this is a pointer to the object of the class, I use the arrow operator, and then I'm calling the public member of the class print. Pointer to object, calling public member of the class print. And this is how I will be able to print all the objects, and I can end my main function. If you wanted to calculate average, whatever, you can enhance this program more. Is the concept of array of pointers to the object clear to all now? Anybody still any doubt?